Hello, people. I got a disaster. I think this is a Votol knockoff. Um, it's labeled EM-100, rated at 80 amp, but it's not Votol stamped. What a mess. I had to change. The whole connector came with a standard Molex plug instead of this waterproof. And I also had to add this connector. As a matter of fact, this one had a standard 3-pin plug. Yeah, see where I connected it there? Had a standard 3-pin plug, which is one of these. This thing says it has a speed control, but I've already tried speed 1, 2, and 3. Nothing. No effect. Oh man. Did rewiring to a controller to not negative impact on the bike because I've got a Votol 150 coming in. Won't be here till the 28th. And I seen this thing on eBay, so heads up, folks. If you're looking for a controller that will work underneath the storage tank as an upgrade, this thing is 80 amp rated. It's called the EM-150. It's $107, based out of California. And it is small. Perfect example. Let's see. Catch a glimpse of that bracket where it's sitting back up against it. Okay. Now, see the gap? The Votol filled this space, the 150, filled this space completely. I specifically did everything for the 150. So, yeah, that's about a whole finger length worth of space that's shorter. It's definitely got a lower profile. So those of you that would like to get a controller upgrade, this will be the way to go. And you really won't need much. Let's see if the e-stop still works. And by the way, the hub motor is still okay. What did it do? Air out? Oh, let me set this down. I need 2 hands. Nope. It's got one wire on it that's a ring terminal. It's got a ring terminal on the end of it. And this bike has one specific line that comes in off the ignition to turn the controller on. So the line that is kind of a maroon and white, that comes in from your ignition switch off of a yellow line that's on the original harness. I double pinned this, or double connected, because I had the Sabaton, and for the life of me I cannot figure out why the Sabatons won't run this motor. But well, whatever. This EM-100's okay. Chances are the EM-150 I've got coming in is going to be just fine too. Anyway, back to the bike. Alright, you got another cable coming in off the bike, and if I'm not mistaken, I added a 4-pin connector because one of these lines actually goes to the braking EBS. It's this one. It's a white and black line on the original harness, factory harness for a 2020. Now, folks, I don't know what that'll be. And if I'm not mistaken, in order to keep that group together and to match the Votol plug, I went on and put this together the way it is, so I could just plug and go. If I didn't do all this testing and be out $110 to find out if the motor's still good or not, and it is, shame the speed switch won't work. I can't spin it up too fast because it starts rubbing against the ground. Listen. Yep, smoke starts flying. Real light though, you can't see it on camera. But that motor sounds absolutely fantastic. And if I can get the brake regeneration working on this, I think this is compatible for it. It does show something about high brake on the web. Remember, China. They don't give a rat's butt if they send documentation or not on a lot of stuff. And believe me, this had nothing. It was in a box. That's it. That's all I got. The controller with the wiring harness in a box. Okay, so I got all this rat's nest going. I need to try and figure out why the speed switch isn't working, because it makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. That should be the speed switch there. Ground. But it should work in at least one position. And I actually repinned this connector to match the Votol 150 diagram. But I'm kind of wondering if that was the wrong thing to do. Where is the Votol speed selector? It's right there. Right there. That's the speed selector. Yellow and white, black and green. Green should be signal. Which would be 5 volt. No, throttle gets 5 volt. You got one ground wire, and then the other two go to ground. Oh, I think it's working. Yeah, it is working. Okay. Must have needed to jar it. That's slower. That's speed 1. Speed 2. Sounds like it might be hitting the floor a little harder there. So the speed selector is working. Okay. I am so glad that motor is fine, because that thing is expensive. It's $400 for the motor, $500 for shipping. I was like, oh my God. Anyway, thought I'd give you guys an update since I got it going. Another thing too, if you want to update the controller, there is a wire right there. This camera will focus. Running in by itself, looks like it's got a white stripe on it. If you take that wire and hook it to one of these phase wires, it'll put the speedometer working again. If I drop my phone, you know I got shocked. Well, let's do this instead. See if I can get it to just touch and stay touching. See? It will never be right though. I can guarantee you that. It was never right stock. Okay, people, that's just about all I want to cover since I got all this wiring exposed. Pointed a few things out. I'm gonna run and definitely not button any of this stuff up because I just wanted to know if that motor is okay. Because to me, and everything I've been through with this bike trying to get it where it is today, it was worth $100 throwaway to see if that motor's any good, especially with the problem I was having with the Sabaton and also the blown Votol 150. But wide open throttle, no noise, no kick, no pop, no fighting against itself, just pure go. Alright people, keep in mind, those of you that want to do a motor controller upgrade, this will fit under your tank. And it was $110 out of California. Have a good one. Until next time.